Welcome back to beautiful Haulover Inlet and Boats vs. Haulover. Remaining Machine take on Mother Nature down here in Miami, and today should be an interesting one. It's starting off okay down here at the inlet, but it is progressively supposed to get significantly worse as the day goes. Gonna be interesting to see how our captains fare as they step in the ring to do battle with Haulover. And that is going to bring us to the first round of our contest. And here in the first round, the boats are going to toss a yellowfin in the ring to see if they can go ahead and get on the board first. But let's go. Round one, ring the bell. And our crew is straight sending it into the inlet. And they've got something going on here as they're trying to carry a fully inflated tube. It looks like they had it tied down and she's broke free on them as they're working their way in. Right now, everything still appears to be okay other than this thing dragging behind them. But Haulover's not going to give them any issues as it's still pretty early on in the day. But this thing's turned into a massive kite as they're trying to get it going and it winds up breaking free on them. Right at the last second, one of the guys throws his hands in the air. They thought they were going to have it. Everything was going to go smooth. And well, the inlet, in theory, kind of had another plan. Even though this wasn't fully inflicted by the inlet itself, this crew thought they were going to take on Haulover with something flying a little loose. And Haulover said, "No go. I've got other plans for you," and this crew winds up chasing a tube and chasing a loss in the first round, which will bring us to the second round of our contest, where the boats are now going to toss an Axopar in the ring to see if they can go ahead and try and get this one leveled back out and tied back up. Things have finally started to turn. It is starting to get a little rougher, but one of the other key factors down here is it's a busy day, even though it's rough, which means a lot of these boats are going to have to deal with the wake of these bigger vessels coming in. Kind of like this Axopar that we have here in the second round that is working its way out. But right now, Cap looks pretty solid. They're nothing but smiles on the boat as they navigate their way through Haulover, keep that bow high to make sure they don't wind up stuffing it, and easily wind up making it out the inlet, taking a win for the boats in the second round, which will bring us to the third round of our contest. We are now tied at 1 apiece. The boats are going to toss a Yamaha in the ring to see if they can go ahead and take the edge, but let's go round 3, and we've got a full send captain on our hands as he is straight sending it out the inlet. We lose a hat, but he's got the throttle pinned, not stopping for anything, gets some air, and they smack down hard. Right here, Haulover throws one heck of a haymaker at him, gets him vertical, straight airborne, and this boat lands in the flats, absolutely rattling everything and everybody on the boat. They're going to feel this one for some time to come. But things go from bad to worse for this crew, as apparently that hard smack has done something to go ahead and kill the engines in the vessel, as Captain's sitting out here just getting tossed around as he tries to get it restarted, and for whatever reason they can't get the boat going. Cap's over there messing around at the helm. I don't know if maybe a battery cable came loose or what, but he is trying to figure it out to no avail. Fortunately, he kind of gets out to a spot where it starts to calm down a little bit for him as the current drags him out, and he's heading to the back. Okay, so the Yamahas, they have a little switch in the seats back there for their clean out ports. That way, it's a protection feature. If it pops open, the motors won't start. That way, somebody can't put their hand down in the clean out port and somebody start the motor. And I'm wondering if that's not it. That hard smack knocked those seats loose, allowing those kill switches to go off, and that's what it appears to be as he's able to get it restarted. But one thing he's not going to get done is take a win in this round. The boats are going to take the loss in the third round, taking us into the fourth round with a 2-1 edge going to Haulover. And here in the fourth round, the boats are going to toss a Sea Ray in the ring to see if they can get it tied up and try and get us to a fifth round. And our crew is working their way out, taking it kind of easy. Things really have picked up here at Haulover's. It's gotten fairly rough a little later in the day. So Cap starts to lean into the throttle a little bit on this one to try and get the boat kind of up on plane. What he needs to do is make sure he keeps this bow up, because the last thing he wants to do is really stuff this thing and things could go wrong for him. But right now they look okay. They're battling the heavy rollers on the far outside of the inlet, and things look to be going pretty good. Cap's doing a good job keeping the bow up. Probably needs to trim this one a little more, but really just a little more throttle would lift this whole thing up and get them a little better ride. But again, they're out in those rollers, white caps everywhere. I always question the same thing. You've heard me say it 100 times. Where are they going? On a day like this, There's no way I'm going out there and running around for hours offshore. It doesn't look like fun for anybody. As you can see, our guy here is trying to navigate to the back of the boat. It looks like there's a door open, so he's going back there. It appears to try and close that door, but you can see how much work it is just for him even to do that. Now, speaking of work, Captain did put in the work, and they did all right coming out. I'm going to go ahead and give him the win in that one, which is going to take us to the 5th and final round of our contest. We are now tied at 2 apiece, and let's close it out with another Sea Ray trying to make its way out of Haulover. Let's go! This doesn't look good right from the beginning. Kids in the bow, no life jackets on, rough day. On a small Sea Ray, they stuff it. And man, this one was a no-go straight from the beginning. As you guys know, we only have a few rules here on BBH, and one of them is no kids in the bow without a life jacket on, and number 2, you can't stuff the bow. Both of those are automatic losses, and unfortunately for this crew, they wind up breaking both rules and will wind up going down because of that. But as you can see here, on top of that, Cap's gonna go ahead and pull that patented Haulover U-turn and try and send this one back in, limping back with a loss, which means the boats are gonna take a loss in this episode. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.